Welcome back to Problem Masculine. I'm Joe. Today, I'm just going to jump right into this today, and that's the importance of doing this work, doing the inner work. As you know in my previous videos, I am adamant about the importance of taking the time to do this work, to dive deep, do this inner work, fix the issues, heal the traumas, address insecurities, whatever that looks like, however you're wounded. There's going to be a day through dating and recovering from your breakup, and you're back out there, and you're going to meet somebody that just blows your mind, knocks your socks off. Everything is going to be there in that recipe, the connection, the chemistry, the compatibility, the commonalities, the attraction, the sexual attraction, all the things, all the pieces that put together are an amazing experience in relationship, and potentially a very long-term, healthy, loving experience. If this work is not done, these things aren't fixed, this inner work is not done, it's only a matter of time before whatever it is that hasn't been addressed is going to come to surface. Something is going to trigger that. Whether that trigger is, and I'm not saying it's a negative thing, a trigger does not have to be a negative. It can be, if you have some unresolved trauma bond with what it means to love, or something you'd suffered through in that respect, and it comes up when you fall in love with this person, that's a trigger. That unhealthy association is going to come back. And it'll just be a repeated cycle of behavior, destructive behavior. Destructive behavior. And if this stuff is not addressed, and look, you're never going to have 100% of the work done 100% of the time, always. The point is to be far enough along to when something comes up, some unhealthy tendency, a pattern, or behavior comes up, you know what it is, and you're willing to address it, and you know what you have to do to address it. And it doesn't mean try to turn away from it and pretend that it doesn't exist, and that it'll just magically go away, or if you ignore it, the situation or the issue will resolve itself. That's not the way. And if you're in a connection, in a committed connection with someone, the first thing you need to do is let them know what's going on. Just communicate that. And that serves only to make the bond and connection stronger, and instills more trust. Rather than pulling away, pretending and letting it affect you, you start acting different, and it just brings about suspicion. And stop for a minute to think about not how it affects you, but what the potential collateral damage is for not having this done, and the potential for hurting somebody you love. Because I can tell you from experience, it doesn't feel good to look into the eyes into somebody that you love dearly and know that you've caused damage and you've hurt them because of your shit, your unresolved shit. And I hate to say it's shit to invalidate or minimize anybody, because it's not shit. You're not shit. And I know that, down the line we could have experienced things that make us feel like shit people or not worthy and deserving. That's not true. That's not true. It's a lie. It's a limited core belief that you've absorbed over time from your experiences. But that's not an excuse to allow it to manifest itself into your current situation, your present situation. Because I'm telling you now, if you're not a sociopath, hurting someone and damaging someone and selfishly attending to you, it's a nightmare. It's a pain worse than you being like dumped or rejected by somebody. It goes far deeper and hurts far worse. Having to look into the eyes of somebody that you love dearly and know that you're the one that caused this damage because you got scared or so damn proud that you're just going to work it out and fix it. Look, I'm telling you this from experience. Put yourself under the microscope. Do the uncomfortable things now. Do the uncomfortable work. That's temporary. On the other end of that is a reward. It's a life and a potential that you can't even fathom what that looks like on the other end of the discomfort of facing your traumas, your limitations, and dredging up that uncomfortable shit. Because the flip side of not doing that, you putting this back out there on somebody who doesn't deserve it. I'm telling you, you don't want to be in a position where you have to look at this person that you love and care for and looks to you, trust and emotional security and safety, and have to see that you've caused them damage. It's not a place you want to be in. If there's anything you take out of these videos, heed this warning. Heed this advice. Do the work. You're not impervious to making mistakes or having, and if something should come up that wasn't addressed, that slipped through the cracks, address it immediately. And if you're with somebody, bring them into the fold. Let them know what's come up, what's surfaced. Be very clear and make sure they know you're saying this in yours and their best interest. And let them know this is something you need to look at to make sure this does not happen again, or this doesn't keep resurfacing, or it doesn't affect you in any kind of way. If you need my help, proudmasculine.com, pricing and plans. Do the work now. Suffer now, live later. Trust me on this one. See you on the next one.